This is Halloween.
Hi Cancer, how are you? If you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle and this is your weekly reading. Before I start, I want to remind you guys that my readings are no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind the rules could be just in between energies. And like I always say, I run no daycare, so please know this is entirely general. Feel free to take or leave whatever you want. So you got the Thunderbolt, Trust in reverse, Comparison in reverse, Isolation in reverse, Totality here, Postponement, Flowering, Traveling in reverse, and overall energy, letting go in the reverse, and transformation. So I do see energy of Scorpio. I do see Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I do see Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I do see here, and by the way, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So most likely all the solar signs. But I see that you are going through a difficult time with the Tower here. You actually, I do see this problematic situation could be because you trusted the wrong person. I do feel like this person promised you one thing or showed you a side of them that wasn't really theirs. I do see that they just were trying to get you or to get your attention or to get you in general. So sadly right here, I feel like this person is giving you the silent treatment or will be giving you like the cold shoulder. I want to remind you that you are not responsible for protecting this person's feelings, as they're in a way, shape, or form. What I'm seeing here is like blaming you for you to feel this way. It's like, oh, you know, I never told you I was going to do this. I never told you I wanted to do that. You took this all on your own. No, they were gaslighting you. That's what they do. Just FYI, what I see here, you're not the first or last one that they're going to go after, because somebody who shows no remorse for bad actions that they have is because they've done this before and they were planning the whole moment, the whole times you guys were talking or together, they were planning on doing this. They knew what they were doing. I do see right here that this person is like playing the victim card into where they're blaming you for all of this, like, oh, I never meant this, I never meant that. They literally meant all of it, because if you don't mean to do something, you just don't do it. The fact that they were doing all of this and were aware of how you felt and how this could affect you at the end, and they kept doing it, shows you, shows me, shows everybody that they meant to do every little thing they did, and they meant to say every little thing they meant to say. Look what I got. It says made in the Midwest. A little coffee because it's cold. I do see right here that this person literally holds you back in your blooming. This person caused a big blockage for you to become a better person. This person was a distraction, not in a very positive way. You could have done so much, you could have been so much, and this person holds you back entirely. Now I do see that you are in a transformation. This situation that was very sad, it should be used for you to become a better version of yourself and never fall for it again. But the first thing you need to do is learn how to let them go. You're not really letting go. It's like hard. You don't want to. You want to keep them close to you in any way, shape, or form, even if it's a friendship. And what I told you, it is not a good thing, and it's not healthy. The Lovers in the reverse and the Mystery in the reverse, Gemini energy. This person will always make you unhappy and always bring mystery. Even if they're unhappy in their current relationship, they won't leave this person. I don't know why, but they just won't. You and this person will never be together. And if you want me to use the words possibilities, the possibilities are very low to none. It's not moral correct, whatever this was. They know it was not morally correct. That's why they want to keep it a secret. That's why they're trying to make you feel like, oh my gosh, you know, I never meant this. They know it's not morally correct either. They knew well that you were not going with the flow. They knew that they were wrapping you around. They knew you were caught in feelings. They knew all of this, and they never cared to say anything. Look at this energy of laziness. King of Cups, somebody who was just making sure that they were fulfilling their emotions, their needs, and their wants at the moment they met you, and every single interaction, it was all about them. They were too lazy to be honest with you. They were too lazy to tell you exactly what they wanted from the bottom of their heart. they cannot say, for example, this energies of laziness, right? This is the people who will tell you, I care for you, I love you, make you confused with all these big words that you know what they mean. And, you know, when somebody tells you love you, I love you with all my heart, I'll do this with you, I do this with that, you know, it doesn't mean nothing. And they were too lazy to tell you that that's how they flirt. That's not exactly how they feel. And this person was just lazy to explain their intentions to you. The rebel right here, you like this person because not only they make you feel special, but you knew it was something like forbidden and it's fun. And everything that's forbidden, it technically is fun. You can ask Eve, she took the apple, you know. Nature. It's tempting, right? But it's because you didn't want to feel alone. I feel like you could have been in a situation that you feel alone and you were not comfortable with the situation, and this person shows up and gives you this initiative and this energy of like adventure, happiness, oh my gosh, rebellious energy. And this person showed up in a moment of your life that you were vulnerable, and it was easy to wrap you around. It was not an adventure for you in the reverse, because we got an adventure in the reverse, but it was an adventure for them. Control in the reverse right here. You had no control over this because it just grew up as it goes, the feelings. And this person did have control over it. They just liked how out of control it was, because that's how they got you. Now with this, they got exhausted because you got very attached, and now things are feeling a little bit more real for them. And it's like, oh, I can't do this no more. Let me just bring it up to this person. But first, I'm going to gaslight them to make them believe that everything I said was because we were friends, we were flirting. No, babe, I don't go to a random person and be like, girl, I love you, let's get married. Like, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them play you again. Now you need to focus on healing, because I do see you are very hurt by this. And is because you are naive sometimes and you believe everything you're told. You need to have patience. And what it means this is, whenever somebody shows up in your life and they say, oh, I care for you, I have this connection with you, I love you, take it slow. Take it very, very slow before getting into having feelings for this person. Try to balance your intellectual self with your heart, because your heart is going to be your doom. Okay. Yes, it's beautiful to go with their emotions. It's freaking beautiful to follow your heart. But it's not beautiful when you don't have control and you bring a little bit of reality and common sense into things, because then what happens? This happens. You're fighting for a person that doesn't exist. The person you are fighting for, the person you fell in love with, the person that you gave yourself to, does not exist. Why does not exist? Because they projected to be that person, because they knew that was the way you were going to trust them and they could get in. I'm gonna say that again. The person you're fighting for, the person you're mourning, the person you're missing, the person you fell in love with does not exist. Does not exist. That persona that they were, quote, projecting was not really projecting. They were acting. They were giving you what you needed, because it was the only way you could trust them and you could let them in. Cancer, is very simple to see when you're sad. And you are fighting for receptivity, but you're not really tuning in into, like, they were not recepting anything. They weren't mirroring everything you told them you like, or they were picking up basic stuff. You're not ordinary. Why accept ordinary treatment? It takes courage. I was going to say courage to love, to give yourself a chance. But a rose cannot grow in the jungle, cement jungle. You know what I'm saying? You need to work on healing. You cannot skip healing in any way, shape, or form. This person needs to mature to stop hurting others. Somebody who is purposely bringing mystery to others, bringing this kind of lies, they're not mature. They need to mature. And you fighting for this person, you're fighting for an illusion that was given to you. Somebody who has this kind of energies, you're not the first one they've done this to. You're not going to be the last one either. You need guidance. Get a tarot reading. Go to therapy. Ask a friend. But don't ignore that. You also stop comparing yourself to others. Why are you comparing yourself to others? You could be on the curvy side, but you're beautiful just the way you are. Curvy, non-curvy, we're beautiful the way we are. Stop letting society win. Excuse me. You are literally reminiscing in the past, looking back, remember those moments, missing those words, missing all the thing that they gave you was an act. You need to see beyond the illusion. What they gave you was an illusion. So you fall into their trap, and you did. You know what I'm saying? But they never meant to compromise. In reverse, look, they never meant to compromise and never meant to take it farther. It's just never was the case for them. And now you are in the energy of sorrow, which is the Nine of Swords. Heartbroken, maybe feeling guilty. Now, they're not a friend. Don't be saying, oh, you know, he or she was a friend. Friends do not hurt each other. They don't care for you as a friend. They don't care for you at all. It's like literally nothingness. Literally nothing. This person, you see this here? It's a clown. They were making fun of you. They were playing you. They're not a friend. And if you have any connection to them, just keep it, if you want to, like, cordial, but don't be friends with this person. They don't deserve your friend. You're making yourself look like a fool by being their friend. Realize that they played you. Realize that they were planning on this, because there's no way in life that an adult does not know what they're doing. It's time for you to regain your energies and your strength with Leo energy and break through and see things for what they are. But I see you're isolating and guilty here, because what? You feel guilt. You're not responsible to protect their comfort. You're not responsible for that. Again, I'm not saying that you are non-guilty, because if you are not single either and you gave in, yeah, you have some sort of responsibility. Now, if you were single and this person had a girlfriend or boyfriend and you knew that, you also have some responsibility. But you were gaslighted to, you were lied to, you were promised something, you were given something that does not exist, that was never there, that was never the intention. But they were not clear enough, because nobody can be clear telling you they love you and then treat you like a friend. That does not go. You trusted the wrong person. You trusted the wrong person, and you did not take it slow. Understand that they're not going to grow. They're not going to outgrow that. They're not going to actually understand this. As I said before, there's not going to be a reunion, okay? There's not going to be a change. There's not going to be none of that, okay? Walk away. Let go. You cannot act like you're 5. You cannot act like you're 10. And this is a little bit frustrating. Not going to lie, Cancer. I love you so much, and I think you're amazing, but somebody who wants to, they would immediately. They clearly don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to. There's not another reason. So if you are dealing with this person, babe, I don't know what you expect of them. When they have given you clear intentions that, hey, you and I, no, never. You know what I'm saying? So if they're showing you that since day freaking 1, what are you expecting? You know? So I'm going to give you the possible initials. I bought a bunch, so in any case, possible initials of this person. This could be the first, last, middle, or even a nickname. We got M as in Michelle, W as in William, E as in Edwin, D as in Diego, F as in Frank, Q as in Castle, X as Xavier, G as in Jason, L as in Leo, C as in Cat, I as in Ian, Z as in Zane, P as in Peter, T as in Tyler, and R as in Rose. These are the possible initials. Again, this being general, it may resonate for some of you, it may not. Again, this is a general, this is how it works. Now, to finalize, let me give you the zodiac signs here in the houses. This is the astrological dices to finalize the energies of this reading. So we got here the South Node, and the planets are the situation. This says, pertaining to the past, what has already been lived, past karma. Zodiac signs are the emotional side, and we got Aries energy. And this says, impulsive, competitive, quick reaction, stubborn, releasing what no longer serves you. And finally, we got the houses, which is the area of life, and you have the 5th house. Represents womanhood, feminine cycles, pregnancy or hobbies, creative disciplines, or fun activities. So with this said, guys, this is the end of the reading. I hope you guys liked it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to invite you to follow me on Instagram. I tend to follow back. I'm also on TikTok. I do small readings there. I also am on Spotify. I tend to do weekly podcasts on Fridays about spiritual topics, completely free on English and Spanish. I also am on Twitch now. I want to do some lives over there as well, so I want to invite you to follow me there. Also, I have a Facebook group for those who want to follow me outside Instagram. And finally, if you want to get a personal reading, I am open. You can only book online through my website. The website link is always going to be provided here in the description box below, and it's also on the biography on my Instagram. So with this said, guys, thank you so much.